I'm going to get right to the information. Intuition. It has long been established that the principal compartments of the human mind consist of memory, reason, and imagination. These three mental factors, however, when added together, have failed to yield the mystical whole of the human personality, leading psychologists to believe that all the factors of the human mind were not being studied. For some time past, an additional factor has come under laboratory scrutiny: the factor of intuition. The ability of a number of individuals to know the correct answer to a problem without being versed in the parts of the problem. It has been discovered that not all persons are so gifted, or rather that not all persons are intuitively awakened. But where such an awakening exists, reason and memory have flouted all measurements. The word flouted means that the way that these people are doing what they're doing, there's no logical way that they should be doing what they do. Intuition, then, is a compartment of the human mind. Faith. Still faith, a fifth compartment of the human mind, is only now achieving widespread recognition, even though ancient philosophers long proclaimed it to be the most important of all. This is the compartment of faith, and this is where I find myself. So how common these quotations are: faith can move mountains. As you believe, so shall it be done unto you. Think big, do big. And yet, even though these written revelations are as old as recorded history, the world has lackadaisically gone its way, disregarding them. This is why this is very important to me. How many of them we have chalked up to coincidence? There was the neighbor who rubbed a rag across the wart on his finger, buried the rag, and informed you that when the rag rotted, the wart would disappear. You believed it, and the wart disappeared. A coincidence, your adult mind says, because your education tells you that there is no way a rotting rag could possibly affect the existence of a wart. With such a conclusion, you are looking in the wrong direction, for it wasn't the rag, but the faith that caused the wart to disappear. Consider the life of the great master, Jesus Christ. There can be no doubt but what this enlightened man was preaching to the world of the magnitude of his discovery of faith. Through revelation, intuition, enlightenment, attunement with the infinite, Jesus knew, as perhaps no one before or after him, of the unlimited power of faith, other than the other 13 individuals through the research that came before him. Through it, he worked his miracles of healing and spiritual understanding. Such miracles as the Bible discloses are happening every day of our modern life. A patient suffering with cancer of the throat was informed of a new X-ray machine that would cure his condition. This man could neither read nor write, nor was he informed about any of the instruments or procedures of medical practice. When he first sat down in the doctor's office and received into his mouth a thermometer with which the doctor sought to take his temperature, he believed he was undergoing an X-ray procedure. The doctor, alert to the practices of psychology, recognized this, and after leaving the thermometer in the patient's mouth for 10 minutes, excused him and told him to return in 2 days. 3 weeks of treatment with a thermometer cured this patient's cancerous condition. Obviously, it wasn't the thermometer that did it, it was faith. Creator that you are, that you have to recognize that I am personally going through that process. That is the reason for the readings. Here then is the human mind as we find it today. Principal conscious compartments consist of memory, reason, and imagination. Conscious memory is the ability to recall the past, while subconscious memory is perfect and contains the prompters, which have been placed there as pain rejections of the conscious mind. Intuition is a characteristic of the subconscious mind, a phenomenon attributable to a contact made by the conscious mind with the subconscious mind. Faith, the mover of mountains, the work of miracles, is the conscious mind acting on the subconscious mind. Memory, reason, imagination, intuition, faith, these equal the human mind awakened. 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 Nothing is impossible to the human mind when the lock, is removed. Ships, planes, electricity, radar, rocket power, automobiles, engines, electronics, atomic power, nuclear power, have all been, the result of thought. Thought is the great creator, master and mother and father of the universe. God and man, the infinite and the immediate. Immediate. Yeah, get it done. And there is no need to individual power through the right use of thought. Let me say that one more again. And there is no end to individual power. Bam, bam. Through the right use of thought. 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 What does that mean? Pray tell. Thought plus faith equal creator. And before we can truly use or understand this great creator, we must first understand the lock that bars us from its proper use. Let me say that again. Thought plus faith equals creator or creators. And before we can truly use or understand this great creator, we must first understand the lock that bars us from its proper use. The lock. What is the lock? Listen, the lock. How do you find the key to open up the lock? Yeah. Journey toward the big G, the big O, the big D. It doesn't even have a name. It is not utterable by human verbiage, though we have been taught differently. And that's the reason why we got the end result of what we have up to this point. Now it's 180 degrees turnaround, ad infinitum, forever. So those who ain't listening, it don't matter. The most important part is, bam, bam, I listen. Me. That's what this is about. And then if you want to be me, but you, in your special way, your creative self, who you are, then you make manifest through you. Because now you understand what's up for you. You create your paradise. Like I'm on my way, to get mine. Like the A train, New York, you feel me? The MTA in Baltimore, you feel me? It ain't a game. Games is over. Because we know what we get as an end result when we don't take care of our business. Journey toward God. Man is pure spirit. In essence, a part of God in actuality. A manifestation of the infinite. Infinite means forever. As such, man is perfect but temporal. Temporal means temporary. So God might be around forever, and you may be around for, depending on, how your thing is and what you want to hide, 829 years, 500, 200, 300, and you still stay young. But see, you got to know the science. And I ain't asking nobody. Because now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why I'm doing these videos for those who want potentially to be awakened. Man's earthly existence is a matter of a moment. His form is ever changing. In this earthly form, his spirit undergoes a sense of isolation and personal responsibility, which in his daily material life causes emotions of insecurity, isolation, and frustration. These memories of insecurity, isolation, and frustration are unbearable to his conscious mind, his material mind, and he rejects them, hiding them within his subconscious memory, where they act as prompters of limitation, lack, illness. I ain't got to do that no more. I ain't got to do it no more. Somebody gonna ask one day, what happened to that gentleman? Did he ever do what the video said? I'm gonna make sure I'm visible. You'll be able to find me, but I'll be able to disappear when I want to. I got the books, and I got the street. I got the gutter, and I know what time it is. Mother Mary did not make an individual who don't understand when your bread is being buttered. And some of y'all may not understand what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. And that's the most important thing. These subconscious prompters act as a bar to the door of the infinite, keeping man from full contact with the power of the great universal mind in which he lives, moves, and has his being. The complete removal of all negative prompters in the mind, full contact with the infinite, complete recognition of the spiritual laws and the spiritual nature of mankind are the sum and substance of human existence and provide the path mankind treads on his journey toward the big G, the big O, the big D, and I'm not even going to talk about the lesser gods, because I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I don't got time for it. So I've learned how I'm supposed to do my thing. You feel me? I don't go on conflict with error and negative energy. I know how to make the negative energy transform into positive energy. So when I leave, you say, who was that man? Who was it? But at that time, because I'm gone, it really won't matter. I've moved on to someone who can handle the info. So peace and blessings. Y'all keep cool until tomorrow. because I'll be here tomorrow. On, I am will not be denied. Let me say it again. I am will not be denied. That's in its male aspect and its female aspect.